friends, Miss Stephanie here. I'm coming to you from my Sunday school classroom, and we are going to be continuing our stories in Genesis today. Now, we've learned about God created the world and the lakes and the rivers and the animals and the people and the helpers, but now we're going to transition to a different part of Genesis and talk about Abraham and Sarah. These were two people in the Bible that God came to and said, I need you to move. I need you to leave the home that you've known for 80, 90, 100 years. They were very old. And I need you to move somewhere else. And if you do, you will be blessed and all of your ancestors will be blessed. And without much worry, they were like, okay, God, we're up for it. Let's do it. Because they had faith. Now, I know we talked about our faith word the past couple weeks, which has been creativity, but our new faith word is faith. So that's easy to remember. Faith is having a trust and a belief in God. And that is what Abraham and Sarah did when they packed up. Now, they didn't have U-Hauls, they didn't have moving vans, they didn't have people to pack their stuff. They didn't have cars or airplanes to get to where they wanted to go. It was a very long and hard journey, but their faith and their hope got them through. And this kind of faith and hope actually reminds me a lot about you guys, about kids. You have a hope and an eagerness and a faith in you that is just, it comes out when you talk to a kid. And I think that this kind of faith reminds us of Abraham and Sarah's journey. And it serves as a reminder that we can embrace God's blessings and promises in our everyday life because they're still there. Abraham and Sarah, they took this blessing and they took this promise and they most likely got on their donkeys or walked to the promised land, and it was a hard journey, but they had faith in God. So we are going to read a little bit more about their journey. We're going to read our Bible verse, and I have some friends that you might recognize that are going to help me.
Hi friends, it's Miss Holly.
And Mr. Paul.
We were really excited when Miss Stephanie asked us to record a Bible verse for your Sunday school. It's about somebody in the Bible who's very interesting, and I hope you enjoy it. It's about
Father Abraham.
The Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you I will curse, and all peoples on earth will be blessed through you." So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he set out from Haran. He took his wife Sarai, his nephew Lot, all the possessions they had accumulated, and all the people they had acquired in Haran, and they set out for the land of Canaan, and they arrived there. Abram traveled through the land as far as the site of the great tree of Moreh at Shechem. At that time the Canaanites were in the land. The Lord appeared to Abram and said, "To your offspring I will give this land." So he built an altar there to the Lord, who had appeared to him. From there he went on toward the hills east of Bethel, and pitched his tent, with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. There he built an altar to the Lord, and called on the name of the Lord. Then Abram set out and continued toward the Negev.
All right, friends, we are going to watch our wonder video now. I know it can be sometimes hard to read or understand the text of the Bible. It was written a very long time ago, and it uses different words and just different phrases that we might not be able to. So that's why we include this video in our Sunday school, because it really breaks it down and it makes it easy to understand our lessons each week. So let's join in and watch our wonder video.
Hi friends, I'm Samuel. Come wonder with me. We're going on a journey of faith together. First, I want to introduce you to Abraham and Sarah, two very important people in our story today. Abraham and Sarah went on a long journey of faith with God. So what is faith? Faith is believing in God's presence and hope. Sometimes that can be really hard, but it's a gift to be with God. Abraham and Sarah's story shows us what it can look like to have faith in God's promises and to go on a journey with God. In this part of the story, Abraham hears God's voice and instructs him to leave all that he knows and go to a different land. Wow, I wonder how he felt. That sounds really scary to me. Last year, our parents told us that we had to move. I was so sad because I was leaving all of my friends. My mom kept reminding me that even though it was hard, I could make new friends where I was going. I decided to trust her. It helped things seem a little less scary. I wonder if Abraham felt kind of like how I did. Even though it might have been hard, Abraham and Sarah trusted God and decided to go. Abraham and Sarah left their home and had faith to go with God. God gave them some direction, but they didn't know exactly what was going to happen. Sometimes we just have to trust God's presence and listen to God's voice. We need to have faith that God is leading us to a place that is good. Abraham and Sarah's faith helped them to believe that God would be with them every step of the way. They had faith that they were going somewhere good, even though they were leaving. Do you know what's really awesome? God is with us every step too. God is with us wherever our journey takes us. Sometimes that's really awesome and fun, and sometimes it's through scary things. In both the good and the hard times, God is there. Now, it's time for you to wonder.
So much for sharing that Bible verse for us. I know that I just have so much respect for Abraham and Sarah for such a hard journey and their true faith in God. Now, we have a song this week and it's new. I'm very excited. It's called Reason to Believe. One of the reasons we believe is our faith. That's our faith word, is faith. So let's put our voices together. You can read along with the words or you could just listen, and let's sing together Reason to Believe.
Could this be the place? Could we be the ones? Could it really happen like you said? 'Cause we don't see the way where you're coming from. Sometimes it's hard to trust your promises. All we see is mystery and things that seem impossible. But through every question, we can promises, a brand new song, a brand new name, a brand new day to celebrate. Through every question we can see that you give us reason to believe.
All right, friends, this Wonder Cube question of the day, my Wonder Cube has seen better days, but our Wonder question is, I wonder, where did you see God in the Bible story today? And that one is super simple because we've heard that God himself told Abraham and Sarah to move to the promised land and all of their ancestors would be blessed. And they had faith in God and they did follow his instructions and they moved. And so this one's easy this week. We saw God directly in our story today.
Give us reason to.
All right, AJ's here to help me with my faith questions today. So AJ, we're talking about faith, and just a reminder, faith is to believe in God's presence and hope. Do you think it's easy or hard to have faith?
Well, I think it's hard because if you want to do something you really want to do, you have to earn faith. Like if you're scared.
Yeah. And do you know somebody who has strong faith?
Well, for instance, I know me because I climb trees all the time.
Uh-huh.
Like that one up there.
Uh-huh.
I usually climb it.
What about strong faith in God? Do you know anybody who has strong faith in God?
Well, probably the churches.
Mm-hmm.
You?
That's a great answer. Thanks for helping us out with our wonder questions today. Friends, I want you to think, is it easy or hard to have faith? And why? Talk about it with your mom and dad.
Give us reason to.
Hi friends, Miss Stephanie here. Okay, I'm gonna get fancy. So I've got a piece of paper, our wonder activity. We are gonna take our hand and we are going to trace it. I'm using the color purple. Okay, now we are going to take this piece of paper and we are going to number our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I want you to draw a quick self-portrait on the palm. It's got kind of long hair and a smile. Now, on each of the fingers, I want you to write the answers. I want the world to be good. That's my answer. God is leading me, Miss Stephanie, to teach you guys. Now the next question is, if I could change one thing about the world, it would be, that's a hard one. If I could change one thing about the world, it would be no hate. And in the future, I want to love. And lastly, I know God is with me because faith. Our faith word of faith. So don't worry if I went too quick. All of these instructions to make this hand will be in the email that your mom or dad got today. So you can draw one of these. You could share it with me. I'd love to see what your little fingers said.
give us reason to
Friends, thank you so much for joining me today in Sunday school. I had such a good time learning about faith and Abraham and Sarah. I hope that you had a great long weekend. I know our Pflugerville schools had Friday and Monday off, so I hope you got a nice restful break. For any of my friends going back to school in person on Tuesday, I hope that you have a great first day back in school. I will be praying for you, and I'll be praying for your family and your teachers and your school too. So let's put our hands together and pray. Dear Lord, help us always have faith in you. Thank you for guiding and leading us to new and exciting places. And just let us have faith in you and your promises and your blessings. Amen. Bye guys. I'll see you next week.